You meditate, you search for answers, you want to be free. But why does it still feel like something's pulling you back, even when you're trying your best to move forward? Sadhguru teaches that it's not always what you do that keeps you stuck, it's what you're still carrying inside, quietly and invisibly. There are 3 subtle TIs that keep your soul trapped, even when everything seems fine on the outside. Today, you're going to discover what those TIs are and how to finally break the chains that are stopping you from soaring. Attachment is tricky. It hides behind love, responsibility, even spirituality. But behind the mask, attachment is an emotional prison. Sadhguru explains that real love sets you free. What holds you back is neediness dressed up as affection. And when you cling to people, ideas, or even old versions of yourself, your energy gets stuck in the past. That's when your growth stops. The soul needs space to expand, and attachment eats up that space. You keep trying to control what you're afraid to lose, and that anxiety turns into a tight knot of energy. That's why life sometimes takes things or people away. Not out of cruelty, but because existence knows if you don't let go with love, you'll be forced to. And the pain of loss is never worse than the pain of staying trapped. Breaking this tie takes courage. It means looking straight at what you fear losing the most and saying, if this is what it takes for me to grow, then so be it. In that moment, something shifts. Your energy starts flowing again. Your heart aches, but also expands. Because where there was a cage, now there's space. And where there's space, the soul can finally grow. Guilt is one of the soul's quietest poisons. It doesn't scream like anger or push like fear. It just whispers, you messed up. You don't deserve happiness. And just like that, it keeps your awareness chained to the past. Sadhguru teaches that guilt isn't the same as taking responsibility. It's an attachment to your mistake. A kind of reversed ego, where your identity gets tangled in your failure. While guilt is running the show, your energy can't stay in the present. It folds in, shuts down, and loops. The worst part? Guilt leads you to sabotage yourself without even noticing, constantly creating situations that reinforce that old, broken story of not being enough. That's how guilt becomes karma, trapping you in cycles where you keep paying for mistakes that only exist in your mind. To break this chain, you need deep forgiveness. Not the surface level kind, the kind that starts with yourself. It means realizing that your mistake was part of the journey, not who you are. And when you stop identifying with it, something magical happens. The soul unties itself from the past. For the first time in a long while, you feel like you can move forward without dragging invisible chains. Fear might be the hardest tie to see, because it wears the mask of caution, of wisdom, even of common sense. But as Sadhguru warns, fear doesn't protect you, it paralyzes you. It tricks you into thinking that staying in your comfort zone is safer than growing. And meanwhile, it builds invisible walls around your soul, keeping it small. Every decision you don't make, every step you don't take, because you're scared of getting hurt, failing, or losing it all feeds the pattern of staying stuck. And the scariest part, fear is addictive. It starts to feel comfortable. You think you're avoiding danger, but really, you're avoiding your own potential. Fear doesn't stop you from falling, it stops you from flying. Breaking this chain feels like walking through fog. You can't see what's on the other side, but you go anyway. And once you do, you realize the monster was just a shadow. The danger was never bigger than the cage. That's when your soul truly expands. Because freedom doesn't begin when everything feels safe. It begins when you stop waiting for safety and choose to live anyway. The soul isn't trapped by visible chains. It's tied down by everything you're still afraid to let go of. But when you break through attachment, guilt, and fear, freedom stops being a dream and becomes a decision. Watch now. You are not your body, not your mind. Discover the truth with Sadhguru This video will help you break free from the invisible chains that are holding you back. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and keep going on this journey, because your soul was born to fly, not to crawl.